Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC code P0088 indicates that the fuel rail pressure is higher than the target pressure set by the Powertrain Control Module, PCM. The PCM monitors the actual fuel pump pressure against the desired values. When it detects a discrepancy, a malfunction is recorded, initiating this DTC. This is critical because the fuel rail pressure plays a vital role in ensuring that the engine receives appropriate fuel for combustion. Components involved include the fuel rail pressure sensor, high-pressure fuel pump, and several fuel injectors. Understanding the functionality of these parts is essential for diagnosing this issue effectively. Information from onboard diagnostic tools can further aid in addressing this error code. The DTC P0088 indicates that the fuel rail pressure is excessively high. The fuel rail pressure sensor is integral in measuring the pressure within the fuel rail, which delivers fuel to the engine's injectors. The sensor is usually located on the fuel rail itself, while the high-pressure fuel pump is found near the fuel tank, supplying fuel at pressures necessary for efficient engine performance. Fuel injectors are responsible for delivering precise amounts of fuel into the combustion chamber, affecting overall engine efficiency. If any of these components malfunction or are out of specification, the PCM can register this error, indicating a potential issue within the fuel system. Several factors could contribute to the DTC P0088. A faulty fuel rail pressure sensor can provide incorrect readings, causing the PCM to misinterpret the actual pressure in the fuel rail. Alternatively, the high-pressure fuel pump may be malfunctioning, leading to excessively high pressures that exceed target values. Additionally, blocked or restricted fuel lines can lead to pressure buildup, also triggering this code. Each of these potential causes must be examined to determine the root issue accurately. Ensuring that these components are working correctly is vital to resolving the problem effectively. The presence of DTC P0088 can manifest in various symptoms affecting the vehicle's performance. Typically, an engine might exhibit performance issues such as rough idling or hesitation during acceleration. Increased fuel consumption may also be noted due to the excessive pressure within the fuel rail, leading to an inefficient combustion process. In more severe cases, the engine might stall unexpectedly or fail to start. Paying close attention to these symptoms can help in diagnosing the underlying issue more effectively, especially when paired with onboard diagnostic assessments. In the first troubleshooting procedure for DTC P0088, start the engine and maintain an engine speed of 3,000 RPM without any load. This can be achieved with the continuously variable transmission, CVT, in the park or neutral position, or for manual transmission, MT, in neutral. After holding the RPMs, allow the engine to idle. The next step requires using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to perform a fuel pressure test. If the test results indicate that the fuel pressure does not meet specifications, then the failure is confirmed and further inspection is necessary. This step is crucial in diagnosing whether a problem exists in the fuel delivery system. The second troubleshooting step involves a test drive of the vehicle. Drive the vehicle for several minutes under conditions that allow for monitoring specific parameters such as engine speed, vehicle speed, and several sensor outputs like MAP, TP, APP, ECT, and IAT sensors. These parameters can provide critical insights into whether the fuel pressure levels are normal and whether they correlate with the expected values from the fuel rail pressure sensor. If discrepancies arise during this process, further investigation into the relevant fuel system components is imperative. This practical evaluation can help isolate the issue based on real-world driving conditions. For inspecting the fuel rail pressure sensor associated with DTC P0088, first ensure that the PGM-FI main relay 2 is disconnected as part of the preparation steps. Start the engine and allow it to idle until it stalls. This ensures that all fuel pressure is released. After the engine stalls, attempt to crank it for several cycles. The next step is to confirm the value obtained from the HDS for the fuel pressure converted from the PF sensor. Under normal conditions, this value should be less than 1,000 kilopascals. A reading significantly higher indicates issues within the fuel rail that need rectification. In the last troubleshooting step, it is essential to ensure that the fuel rail pressure sensor is functioning correctly before inspecting the high-pressure fuel pump. Start the engine and maintain a steady speed of 3,000 RPM without load until the radiator fan activates. Shift the transmission into drive while firmly pressing the brake, then accelerate. Utilize the HDS to confirm the relief valve value. Normal functioning is indicated when the relief valve value is within the expected range. If the value is abnormal, it suggests a malfunction with the high-pressure fuel pump, warranting further examination or replacement. Once the suspected faulty components have been repaired or replaced, it is crucial to verify that the repairs were successful. This involves using HDS to clear any stored DTCs and performing a test drive to ensure that the symptoms no longer appear and that the system operates correctly. During the drive, monitor the performance parameters closely to confirm that the fuel pressure levels return to acceptable ranges. If no DTCs reappear and performance is stable, this indicates a successful repair. Maintain documentation of all repairs for future reference. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P0088, implementing a regular maintenance schedule is vital. Regular inspections of the fuel system, including visual checks of fuel lines and connections, are essential to identify potential issues early. Replacing fuel filters at recommended intervals will help prevent contaminants from affecting the pump and injectors, thus maintaining optimal performance. Additionally, monitoring the fuel pressure with routine tests can help identify small changes before they escalate into larger problems. Staying proactive about maintenance can significantly enhance the reliability of the fuel system. In summary, understanding the symptoms associated with DTC P0088 is the first step toward effective troubleshooting. Following the provided steps allows technicians to isolate the issue within the fuel system accurately. Carefully inspecting critical components like the fuel rail pressure sensor and the high-pressure fuel pump is essential, as is conducting thorough diagnostic tests. Successful identification of faults can prevent unnecessary component replacements. Furthermore, establishing preventive maintenance practices will ensure the longevity and reliability of the fuel system, minimizing the risk of future DTC occurrences. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.